The program will begin soon. If you are watching with others, make sure you are logged in on the Event Gives website on your personal device in order to view and bid on silent and live auction items during the show. The program will begin soon. If you are watching with others, make sure you are logged in on the Event Gives website on your personal device in order to view and bid on silent and live auction items during the show. The program will begin soon. If you are watching with others, make sure you are logged in on the Event Gibbs website on your personal device in order to view and bid on silent and live auction items during the show. We are moments away from the start of our program. If you're watching with others, make sure you're logged in on the Event Gibbs website on your personal device to view and bid on silent and live auction items. Please note that you may mute the video feed by selecting the camera icon located in the top right corner of your screen.
Tonight, we have combined three of our largest events: Go Red for Women, Heart Ball, and Paint the Town Red. This night brings together the best of all three: education about the nation's #1 killer, heart disease, inspirational stories, and great entertainment. The mission of the American Heart Association is to be a relentless force for a world of longer, healthier lives. And I know this would not be possible without the support of people like you. These survivors are a reminder of the great work we've done and a push to keep fighting for others who have been or will be impacted by heart disease and stroke in our community. I've volunteered for the American Heart Association for the past 6 years. On October 12, 2020, the mission became even more personal. My husband, Brian, had a massive heart attack, and after 20 minutes of CPR and an open heart surgery, he had a heart transplant 4 days later. But he is a survivor and thriving with us today. We are forever grateful for the American Heart Association and the research and education that impacts families like mine. I'm Lisa Christensen, Chair of the American Heart Association's Board of Directors, and I want to welcome you to the 2021 Heart of Northwest Arkansas.
From the town center in Fayetteville to the Spark Cafe on the Bentonville Square, tonight your Northwest Arkansas community rallies together as one. Live from Haxton Studios in downtown Bentonville, welcome to the heart of Northwest Arkansas. Please welcome your hosts for this evening from KNWA, Dan Scoff and Chelsea Helms.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Heart of Northwest Arkansas. On this cloudy, gloomy, rainy evening, but we are going to brighten up your night.
Well, this is Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff, if you couldn't tell about him already talking about the weather. And I'm Chelsea Helms, and we are so excited to be here with all of you. And yes, you can blame him for the gloomy day outside.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be a meteorologist these days. It's been raining, 10 days in a row, it seems like?
Yeah, it hasn't been fun. And unfortunately, we're not in person this year. We are live, and you're watching live. But
that's right.
We're in a remote location.
We're doing it different, and you're going to learn how we are combining three big events tonight. But it is our honor to be our hosts. So for this evening, we're so excited to be a part of the Heart of Northwest Arkansas, your hosts, and we're just really, really excited. We are, of course, at Braxton Studios. You are going to hear some incredible stories tonight. Stories of courage, stories of inspiration, stories of hope as well. And we really have an incredible program for you.
Yeah, we do have an incredible program planned. Now, as we mentioned, we are virtual, so you may be joining us tonight from your cell phone, computer, maybe you're casting to a TV, or having that watch party with friends, maybe having a couple of drinks while you're joining us. We hope you are. Be sure that you are logged in to the Event Gives the whole night, so you don't get outbid on your favorite silent auction item or miss an opportunity to bid on a live auction item later in the program. And you can bid on those live and silent auction items right from your phone or computer. And my goodness, did you see some of those items that people are bidding on right now?
Well, I've heard that the silent auction, the amount of money that's being raised is going through the roof.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
$54,000 already raised. But hey, the goal is to get that number up because all of that money benefits the American Heart Association here in Northwest Arkansas, and it stays in Northwest Arkansas.
That's right. We want that money to keep rising. So the Heart of Northwest Arkansas celebrates achievements in heart disease and stroke research. And did you know, Chelsea, that the #1 killer is heart disease and the #5 killer is stroke? So the top 5 killers, 2 of them deal with heart disease.
You know, it's scary to hear those numbers, but it just puts it in perspective how many families are dealing with heart disease, stroke, and just different issues that come with having heart disease. Now, there's nothing we cannot achieve when our community comes together like we all are doing tonight. Let's take a look at some of the great work you've accomplished this year right here in our region.
We really want their entire life to be better because they accessed care at Community Clinic. And the data and the information that the Heart Association provides us allows us to do that and have that impact in our families and our communities' lives.
We start off by showing the promotional video every year, and I think that the stories in there give it a face to the kids when we're raising money for the Heart Association, and it gives it that personal touch. And then we touch on other things like maybe you have a heart patient in your family. We have heart patients in the school. And then I go into how my son is also a heart patient. And it brings a more personal touch where we're not just raising money for nothing. This is, look at the impact that it has.
I think it's twofold. I think it helps our students to understand that not everyone is born with a healthy heart, and I think it also helps our students to understand that a heart is something that is there for us to use, and we have to take care of our heart.
One big thing that we've done in the last year and a half or so is to install about 15 hydration stations, we call them, or water bottle filling stations, to support hydration for our kids. And you know, we know a high percentage of your brain is made of water. And when kiddos are dehydrated, they're not thinking properly. They're not on target.
It's not a parent expense. The water bottles are given to every child when they enter our doors, and if that water bottle is lost or damaged, it's replaced. And so that ensures that it is something that the child won't have to be responsible for bringing back and forth every day. It just stays at school. That way, every day, every child has a bottle and the water bottle filling station to meet their needs.
Something that we're working on right now that I'm really excited about is a Lifestyle RX program. So we are equipping our medical providers and dental providers as well with some materials to prescribe, if you will, a lifestyle change that could help impact a family's chronic disease outcomes. So for example, exercise. We'll be encouraging 1-mile walks, 2-mile walks, and even providing maps of our unique Northwest Arkansas trail system for families to take advantage of, and encouraging things like SNAP benefit enrollment for patients to have access to healthier fruits and vegetables.
I really enjoy the fact that it's a fundraiser that basically comes down to it's all heart. It's all about doing for others. It's not what can I get out of this, it's we're out to help the community, we're out to do for others, whether it's going to research or whatever. You know, we really push the aspect of this is a chance to do something for a really good cause.
Wow, Chelsea, it's just so cool to see what the American Heart Association and also those local sponsors are doing. And I never knew about those water stations being so important for kids and such a need. I mean, I know about hydration, of course. As meteorologists, we say that all the time. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Right.
But that is so important. It's events like tonight that are making those things possible.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm so glad to see that every one of those kids gets a water bottle, because it's the continued education that makes the difference. And the American Heart Association is part of that. It's also amazing, of course, to see the work the AHA is doing alongside Community Clinic to really focus on the overall health and well-being of the families in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's my pleasure we're going to join, if you're joining us, we've combined 3 of our largest events.
Yep.
So Go Red for Women is one of them, Heartball, and Paint the Town Red. Those are 3 big events. We're combining them into one.
And we're so excited to all of you who are joining us tonight. You will have the opportunity throughout the night to hear from each of the men and women who have worked together to chair this collective event.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you the 2021 Heartball chairs. We have some wonderful people. Vanessa Yates, Walmart Vice President of Snacks, and Tom McDonald, Vice President, Team Leader for Walmart and Sam's Club.
We are thrilled to be here as your 2021 Heartball chairs and working alongside the other chairs you'll meet this evening for the heart of Northwest Arkansas. As a second-year chair, I know that tonight would not have been possible without the support of Lisa and our board of directors, all our event chairs and executive leadership teams. We would like to thank all of them for making a significant investment in the American Heart Association's work through the heart of NWA.
To our amazing sponsors, thank you. Our Life is Why sponsor, the Emerson Group. Our Healthy for Good sponsor, Reckitt. And a personal thank you to my favorite sponsor and the platform sponsor, Bayer Healthcare. I'm so proud to work for a company that prioritizes the health and well-being of their employees and our community.
And we also want to acknowledge our legacy sponsor, Kellogg's, our signature sponsors, Extra, Sanofi, Tyson, Procter & Gamble, and GSK. To all our sponsors who have stood beside us this year and throughout the years, thank you for giving your time and resources to the AHA.
Over the past 2 years, as a co-chair for the Heartball with Vanessa, it's the inspirational stories of our survivors that remind us why the work we are doing is so important. Meet Micah in Camden.
When I first started with golf, I was about 16. Grandfather took me out, basically taught me to hit a 5-iron, a pitching wedge, and a putter. So wasn't very good, but it was still very fun and got addicted to the game. Got a wonderful wife. We'll actually celebrate our 20th anniversary this June. Have 3 children, have a son that'll be 17 in May. He's a junior at Fayetteville High School. Have a daughter that is 14. She's in 8th grade at Woodland Junior High. And then my youngest is 10, and he is in the 4th grade at Holcomb Elementary in Fayetteville. So they're definitely blessings. They keep us on our toes.
Dance is a way that even if you're mad at whatever, or if you're not having a good day, whether it's your friends or whatever it could be, when you get to dance, then it's like nobody else matters except for you and what you want. This is gonna sound really cliche, but like my parents, because even when I get really frustrated or I get like really down or whatever, then they're always like there to help me through it and see like the uphill part that's coming. And they never let me like give up, even if I want to, and they're just always there for me no matter what.
My life at 45 felt like, I was on top of the world. Exercising, great family life, able to play golf 1 or 2 days a week. The heart attack took place right after a month after my 46th birthday. Still feel good, but just life has kind of changed. Kind of puts a lot of things in perspective. Not taking things that I probably took for granted previously. Just moments with my wife, moments with my kids. Just kind of overall better perspective on life.
Even like in the hospital and everything, I wanted to get back to dance because that's what I loved to do and everything. So it's like motivation to even just push through the day and get through the small things, because you never know like when something will be your last time. Like you never know when like the last time you'll see this friend walking down the hallway. You'll never like realize how much you took for granted. As much as I was like, yeah, I get that. Like I know, I'm not taking it for granted. We were just talking yesterday about dance, and I was saying how never in a million years did I think that random kick routine in September was gonna be the last time I potentially danced.
Now, Chelsea, that is what you call in the business a tease, because we are teasing ahead to the whole story. And let me tell you something, Micah Camden's story, you better get your tissues ready, because rain won't be the only thing falling tonight.
That's right. They're very emotional stories. Absolutely. And we're so privileged to be able to share them with you, and we're privileged that they were able to share them with the American Heart Association.
And you have to stick around for that. But we're going to hear that whole story coming up in just a bit. But now, it is my pleasure to introduce the 2021 Go Red for Women chairs. So we have first Sylvia Azrai Kawas, Walmart Vice President of Private Brands Grocery. Also Marlena Bond, Walmart's Vice President of Private Brand Consumables. And Megan Timberlake, Walmart's team of lead of beauty, health, and grooming for Procter & Gamble. Over to you, ladies.
Thank you, Dan. When the team approached me to chair again this year, I was honored to step back into this role, especially with how present heart disease is in my family. Also, I've been on a journey of education and action-based learning with my mom in managing her heart health. I learned along the way that I needed to advocate for her and for her health, and ask a lot of questions, get 2 or 3 expert opinions, really framing up what is going on in our minds. And that persistence is important, and our understanding of what was going on was more important. And finally, having a plan.
That is so important, Sylvia. Women need to be their own advocates, and the whole purpose of the Go Red for Women campaign is to increase awareness of women's greatest health threat. Heart disease causes 1 in 3 deaths a year. but the truth is, even one is too many. As I look at my family, there is a history of blood pressure and heart disease. Research funded by the AHA over the years has helped with medications to manage blood pressure, and even with the pacemaker and defibrillator, which my granddaddy received in the 1980s. The contributions have been significant to help manage challenges. And as I think about my life, I'm focused on education and awareness through lifestyle choices. That's why I support this campaign and the American Heart Association. And it doesn't hurt that I met my husband 14 years ago at Paint the Town Red.
Marlena, I love that story. Thanks so much for sharing that. United by purpose and passion, our Go Red for Women Circle of Red members are dedicated and motivated to transform the state of women's health. I joined the Circle of Red in 2018 because, like so many here, heart disease and stroke have impacted generations of my family, and I'm eager to be part of that change.
Our Circle of Red members saw the importance of investing in not only their own health, but the health of all women, as well as addressing the gender gaps in research, access, and quality of care.
Consider joining Circle of Red today. Along with Sylvia, Megan, and myself, you will get to participate in unique experiences focused on education, awareness, and research, as well as having meaningful interactions with survivors, fellow members, and community leaders all year long.
Tonight, it is my honor to represent Procter & Gamble as the sponsor of this year's Women of Impact campaign. A select group of women were nominated to be part of this initiative to make a lasting impact right here in Northwest Arkansas. They networked, formed an impact team, and set goals. Let's meet the candidates of the 2021 inaugural Women of Impact class.
A huge congratulations to the 5 Women of Impact candidates. You know, collectively, how much they've raised?
How much?
It is absolutely incredible. More than $40,000.
That is just incredible to think that 5 women put their minds together to raise that much money. Truly, they are so inspirational to really us all. And guess what? I now have the honor of announcing this year's 2021 Northwest Arkansas Woman of Impact Award winner. Raising, get this is an incredible number, raising $27,520. Congratulations to you, Gina Johnson Bumgarner.
This campaign provides an opportunity to build awareness on how to live a healthy, active lifestyle to fight against heart disease. Why am I involved? My mom suffered a heart attack 5 years ago. This brought heart disease close to our family immediately. Upon having her heart attack, she had a defibrillator put in, and this really changed our focus as a family to make sure that we continue to live an active and healthy lifestyle. I will make an impact.
So to Gina and our other 4 candidates, a big thank you for the impact you are making on our community. Just so heartwarming to see.
Honestly, and you notice that most of these people who have gotten involved have some sort of story that goes along with it, and they've all shared those stories, and it just goes to show how proud they're making their families by participating in events like this.
Absolutely. So now I'm excited to introduce our next set of chairs. Your 2021 Paint the Town Red co-chairs from Walmart, Executive Vice President of Hardlines, Diana Marshall, and Vice President of Adult Beverages, Jason Fremstad.
We're so excited to be part of this collective effort. I got involved with the AHA 2 years ago and have loved being part of PAINT. I believe in the mission of the American Heart Association and the work they are doing in NWA.
I've also been involved with the AHA for several years and have seen firsthand the effects of heart disease. I got involved with the American Heart Association because of my family. Uncles, aunts, father-in-law, so many people around me that have been impacted. And so I'm really focused on what I can do to help make a difference for the future.
You saw the beginning of Micah's story earlier in the program. As a father, husband, and all-around healthy guy, getting ready to celebrate my 45th birthday, Micah's story really resonates with me.
Micah, thank you for sharing your story.
Saturday, get up, feel good still, head on over to Keystone, get checked in, go get our skis, you know, what you would typically do on a vacation. That night and Sunday night, I had a little trouble sleeping, or a lot of trouble sleeping. Felt shortness of breath, felt lightheaded. Of course, jump on the phone in the middle of the night and Google what are the symptoms of altitude sickness, and that's the first two things they say. The thing that's so weird was how good I felt Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday even going up and skiing just a little bit, hanging out with the family afterwards, those types of things. So when we left the condo Thursday morning, my wife drove. I was in the passenger seat, and all three kids were in the back seat. When we got to town, I actually, as soon as we got to the main stoplight, I collapsed in the passenger seat. The two little children ran in. I think my wife actually ran in and said, "Hey, can we get some help?" And then her and my 16-year-old pulled me out of the vehicle, started CPR, and then someone, I guess what you'd kind of call a guardian angel, there was a lady driving by, and she stopped and immediately helped my wife and son. Sorry. So she stopped and helped my son and wife, conduct CPR on me. The medics came. I was still non-responsive. They shocked me 3 times. And still no response. And so they actually put a tube down my throat, put me into an ambulance, and my wife rode with us, and we rode over to the next town, which I believe is Frisco. And that's where they put me on the air ambulance to Denver. I feel like I went to bed Wednesday night and then woke up in a hospital Sunday. If they hadn't started those compressions immediately, waiting for those medics to get there, I mean, I've been told from medical staff that, that I wouldn't be here. The hardest part to process is that, okay, this event's over with, let's move on with life, but, unfortunately, my heart was damaged pretty severely, and that'll be something that I'll have to really kind of watch and probably deal with the rest of my life. I'm here today still because I know God had something bigger in store for me than what I was going through in those day-to-day motions. Otherwise, I don't think I would be here still. I mean, with all that went on, with the way that it went on, and the severity of the event that took place, I mean, I shouldn't be sitting here, trying to talk to others about how important this is. For what all I went through with no response, I feel like God, has given me a second chance to breathe life into me again. So.
Watching him get choked up, it was hard not to get choked up too.
Yeah.
I mean, just him talking about how he shouldn't still be here. So we so appreciate you, Micah, for sharing your really, really emotional story with us. You're not only an inspiration, but a reminder to be grateful for the time we have been given.
Yeah, thanks to that guardian angel too. Just happened, just incredible. Happened to be driving by. So, you know what? You'll have an opportunity to give in honor of Micah too. So we're excited about that, and all others too that have been impacted by heart disease later in this program. And here's a reminder for you: every dollar raised tonight with our live auction, which is coming up real soon, stays right here in Northwest Arkansas and goes to the mission of the American Heart Association.
Yeah, we couldn't express that more. You are not spending money to send it to other communities. It's going to benefit your neighbors, your Northwest Arkansas neighbors. So please give what you can in honor of people like Micah who are here to share their powerful stories. Here to kick off our live auction for the evening is Jeff Randall. Jeff, take it away.
Oh, wow. It is an honor to be here and be a part of the heart of Northwest Arkansas. Dan, Chelsea, thank you so much. I get to be your live auctioneer tonight. We're going to have a little fun. We've got some great live auction packages. We're going to ask you to open your heart and support the AHA as you bid on these live auction packages. And let me give you a couple of little tips here before we get started on how to bid. Now, once I announce each item, the bidding is going to open. And you can bid on your computer or on your smartphone, whatever is easier for you. All you have to do is click on the button to bid. Now, make sure you click bid and then confirm. You do have to click twice in order to confirm a bid. Our suggestion is that you stream the video on your computer or smart TV and use your smartphone to make your bids. And we want you to make sure that you click on the camera icon in the top right-hand corner on your smartphone to shut down that video stream while you're bidding on the live auction. And then you can watch on your computer or your TV. And by the way, if you want more details on any of our live auction items, you're going to see a picture of that item up in the top right-hand corner of the screen. All you have to do is click on that. You'll find out all the details and any restrictions there might be. Also, again, a reminder, if you're at home with friends, maybe a watch party going on, don't get too distracted by the party stuff going on. We need you to focus on opening your heart, bidding on the live auction, and some other special things we've got coming up a little bit later on. Again, don't forget to log into the event from your phone so you can get in on the action and bid on all these amazing live auction items. So keep your hand on your mouse or pick up your phones. Get ready to bid. Here we go. Live auction item number 1 is a private dinner for 6 by our friend Case DeGario. We've got an exclusive dinner in your home. Now, I know you've been eating at home a lot. You're probably tired of your own cooking. You're tired of takeout. You're tired of delivery, but Case is going to show up. Case from Edible Culture is going to show up and cook and serve for you. He's going to create an amazing meal featuring secret recipes and techniques designed especially for you and your friends. Again, this is a dinner for 6. Carefully curated, multi-course menu that will not only nourish, but also entertain. We can all use a little bit of that in what promises to be a one-time singular culinary experience. I guarantee you're going to have a great night. What better way to show your support for the American Heart Association than spending a special evening of food and wine with our friend Case DeGario? All right, here we go. Here we go. I need a $500 bid. There's Trin in at 500. How about 1,000? I'm at 500. Got to be 1. 500. Got to be 1. All you have to do is tap the bid, then tap it a second time to confirm. I've got Trin in for $500. Got to be 1. Got to be 1. Got to be 1. Need a $1,000 bid. Need a $1,000 bid. Dinner for 6 in your home. Pretty much the only thing you have to do is create a guest list. Case is going to do all the work. He's going to cook, he's going to serve, he's going to clean up, he's going to go away. There's John in for 1,000. How about 1,500 now? I've got 1,000 now, 15. Need a $1,500 bid, $1,500 bid, $1,500 bid. You'll be the hit. You'll be the hit of the neighborhood if you put this party on in your home. And Case DeGario of Edible Culture is going to take such good care of you. I've got John in for 1,000. I need a $1,500 bid. Got to be 15. Got to be 15. Got to be 15. Got to be $1,500 bid. Instant party in your home. All you do is pick who you like to come and hang out for the evening. 6 of you and our friend Case DeGario from Edible Culture. I've got John in for $1,000. How about a $1,500 bid? $1,500 bid, 15, now 15, now 15. I need a $1,500 bid. Come on now, open your heart. This is why we're here tonight, to take home cool stuff and support the American Heart Association. I've got John in for 1,000. I need a $1,500 bid. 15. I can see you in there. I can see you. I know you're thinking about it. I've got 1,000 now, a $1,500 bid. I've got 1,000 going once. I've got 1,000 going twice. What if I told you you could bid $1,250? I'll drop it back a little bit. Can you bid $1,250? I'll take a $1,250 bid right here. I'm at 1,000. I need a $1,250 bid to keep it alive. 1,000. There's 12.5. Tom's in at 12.5 now. 1,500. 12.5. Got to be 15. Got to be 15. Got to be 15. Got to be 15. I'm at 1,250. Got to be 1,500. 1,200. Got to be 15. 1,200. Got to be 15 for 6 people in your home. Case DeGario, you set the guest list. Case does all of the work. I'm at 1,250. Going once. I'm at 1,250. Going twice. Tom's in the lead. Got to be 1,500. There's John is back at 1,500. Now 1,750. 1,500. Now 17. Now 17. Got to be 1,750. I'm at 1,500. Got to be 1,750. 1,500 going once. I've got 1,500 going twice. We need a bid of $1,750 to keep it alive. Dinner party for 6, Case DeGario in your home. Last chance, last call. And we have sold it, sold it, sold it. We are now closed. Congratulations. Make friends with John Davis. John is hosting an amazing dinner party. Virtual round of applause, everybody. All right, let's keep it rolling here. Let's keep it rolling. Keep your hand on your mouse. Keep your phone ready. Live auction item number 2. An enchanting Disney World vacation. Who doesn't want that? Disney World Magic coming to life in Orlando at the Sheraton Vistana Resort. We've got 7 days, 6 nights in a 2-bedroom apartment for up to 8 people. Plus, you get a $2,000 Disney gift card. You got to have souvenirs, right? Complimentary parking, all the room taxes, concierge reservation service. Thank you so much to our donor, the retail firm. We need a $1,000 bid to get it going. There's Sarah at $1,000. How about $1,500? There's Deborah at $1,500. Now 2. There's 2. There's $2,500. I've got Lindsay at $2,500. Diana at $3,000. Shauna's in at $3,500. How about 4? Everybody loves Disney Magic. There's Lindsay at $4,000. Got to be $45 now. There's $45. Diana is back at $4,500. Got to be $5,000 now. Got to be 5. Got to be 5. Got to be 5. You get a week. 2-bedroom apartment, up to 8 people. Diana Marshall is in at $4,500. I need a $5,000 bid to keep it alive here. Disney Magic in Orlando. And that $2,000 Disney gift card, bring home some souvenirs. Got to have the mouse ears, right? Everybody's got the mouse ears. I've got Diana in at $4,500. I need a $5,000 bid. Need a $5,000 bid. I'm at $4,500, going once. I'm at $4,500, going twice. I need a $5,000 bid to keep it alive here. 7 days, 6 nights, 2-bedroom, $2,000 Disney gift card. Thank you to the retail firm. We're going to Orlando, and we are sold, sold, sold. We have now closed the item. Diana Marshall, congratulations, our winning bidder, going to Disney World in Orlando. Hey, don't put down your phone. Don't put down your phone. We are not done. It's time to bid again. Again, if you want the details on any of our items, click on the picture in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. It's got any restrictions that might come along too. How about California wine country for 2? You can savor, you can swirl, you can sniff, you can sip in Sonoma, California. We've got 5 days and 4 nights at the Fairmont Sonoma Mission Inn and Spa. We've got round-trip economy class airfare for you. Again, 5 days, 4 nights at the Fairmont. Daily breakfast. We've got a private 5-hour winery tour in a chauffeured luxury sedan, daily complimentary wine tastings in the hotel lobby, and shuttle service to Sonoma Plaza and all the golf clubs. We'll open at $1,000. There's Haley. There's Edgar at $1,500. Kristen at $2,000. William at $2,500. I've got Haley at $3,000 now, $3,500. Haley's in at $3,000. Got to be $3,500 now, $3,500, $3,500. By the way, thank you to Bayer for this amazing donation. California wine country. Kristen's in at $3,500. Got to be $4,000 now. Got to be $4,000 now. Got to be $4,000 now. Savor, swirl, sniff, sip. Sonoma, California, 5 days, 4 nights for 2. Talk about a romantic getaway. Kristen's in at $3,500. I need a $4,000 bid. There it is. Adam's in at $4,000. How about $4,500? $4,000, now $4,500. I'm at 4, got to be 45, got to be 45, got to be 45. Going to California, little wine country for you. I'm at 4,000, got to be 4,500, 4,500, 5 days, 4 nights. Fairmont, Sonoma. Dallas is in at 4,500. Yes, yes, yes. I need a $5,000 bid to keep it alive here. I've got 4,500. There's 5. Andrea's in for $5,000. How about 5,500? 5,500. 5,000, 5,500. You get the private 5-hour winery tour, daily wine tastings. There's DA at 5,500. Need a $6,000 bid now. Got to be 6. Got to be 6. Got to be 6. Time to open your heart. Open your palate, sip a little wine. There's Andrea back at $6,000, now $6,500. I've got 6, got to be $6,500. I've got 6, got to be $6,500. You know, I have heard that a glass of red wine is actually good for your heart. 6,000 there, got to be 6,500. 6,000 there, got to be 6,500. Andrea's out front, going to Sonoma, going to California, 5 days, 4 nights, California wine country. I have $6,000 going once. I have $6,000 going twice. I need a $6,500 bid to keep it alive here. Last chance, last call, going to Sonoma. We have sold it, sold it, sold it. Oh, congratulations, Andrea Albright, $6,000, California Wine Country. Wow, amazing support. Truly, the heart of Northwest Arkansas is being opened. The generosity tonight, and we are not done yet. Keep your phone out. Get ready to bid. Are you at a watch party? Are you having fun? Are you raising a glass? Are you celebrating? Are you bidding? Live auction item number 4. We've got a getaway at the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs. Inspire the adventurer within you. Head out to Colorado Springs, Colorado for 4 days and 3 nights at the Broadmoor. This is a trip for 2. We've got 4 days, 3 nights accommodations. The Broadmoor, a beautiful, amazing. It's not 5 stars. It's more like 10 stars. We've got all the room taxes, and we've got some activities for you too. A choice of either the Cheyenne Canyon and Broadmoor area Segway tour. We've got the Finns Course Zipline tour. You can choose maybe the Old West High Country 4x4 Jeep tour, or maybe you want to go hiking, the Classic Crags Hike near Pikes Peak. And you need a little spending money. We've got $600 American Express gift card, free concierge reservation service. Thank you to Jack Links. This is an amazing package going to the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs. Taylor opened at $1,000, then Paul at $1,500. I've got Ed at $2,000. Now Tom at $2,500. How about $3,000? I'm at $25, gotta be $3. $25, gotta be $3, gotta be $3, gotta be $3. Colorado Springs, the Broadmoor. So many things to do. It is such beautiful mountain country. There it is. Twilla's in at $3,000, now $3,500. I'm at $3, now $35. $3, now $35, $35, $35. So many things to do. It's so beautiful. I love it. Twilla's in at $3,000. Got to be $3,500. $3,500. Maybe the Jeep tour, maybe the hike, maybe the Segway tour. I'm kind of leaning towards the zip line. I've got Twilla in for $3,000. There's Adam in at $3,500. Now 4. $3,500, got to be 4. $3,500, got to be 4. $3,500, got to be 4, 4, 4. Need a $4,000 bid. Need a $4,000 bid. This is the time. Open your heart. Have some fun. It's no fun to go to an auction if you don't bid, right? Now's the time. Pick up your smartphone. Tap on that button. Adam's in for $3,500. We need a $4,000 bid. $4,000 bid to keep it alive here. Adams out front at 35. Got to be 4. Got to be 4. Got to be 4. Getaway at the Broadmoor, Colorado Springs. $3,500 going once. $3,500. Adam going twice. We need a $4,000 bid to keep it alive here. Last chance, last call for a $4,000 bid. And we have sold it, sold it, sold it. Adam, congratulations, and thank you for that amazing bidding from everyone. All right, we're almost done. We've still got the most important parts of the heart of Northwest Arkansas still to come, but right now we've got one more live auction item. It's our last live auction item, so get ready to bid. This one touches my heart in a big way. Live auction item number 5, a private villa in Belize. You are going to be tempted by the azure waters in Placentia, Belize for 8 days, 7 nights in a 4-bedroom private Caribbean villa for up to 8 people. Only in Belize can you find the perfect blend of Caribbean and Central American cultures. Amazing geographic diversity. They've got mountains, they've got jungle, they've got the sunset, shores, and the ocean. We've got airport transfers. We've got a private chef for 3 days. We've got your concierge and reservation service, of course. Are you ready? Daily maid service and a house caretaker. Free Wi-Fi calls to the U.S. Private golf carts so you can explore the area. Kayaks, paddle boards, bicycles, all available at the villa. Thank you again to Jack Links, and the bidding is going crazy. I'm already up to $6,000. Vanessa is in for $6,000. By the way, if you're a scuba diver, the Blue Hole, Belize is some of the best scuba diving on the planet. Sam's in for $6,500. I need a $7,000 bid. I'm at $6,500. There's $7,000, now $75. 7 now $75. I'm at 7 now $75. Now $75. Now $75. Vanessa's out front with a $7,000 bid. There's Sean at $7,500. About $8,000. 7,500, got to be 8,000 now. Got to be 8,000 now. There's Vanessa. Vanessa really wants to go to Belize, just like me. Make friends with her. This is a big place. It is a 4-bedroom private villa. You get it for 8 days, up to 8 people. Vanessa's out front at 8,000. How about 8,500? 8,000 now, 8,500. Got to be 85. Got to be 85. This could be the trip of a lifetime. I'm at 8,000. Got to be 85. Got to be 85. Got to be 85. Again, thank you, Jack Links. This is amazing. There's Sean at 8,500 now, $9,000. There's 9,000. Vanessa's in at 9. Vanessa's in at 9. Need a $9,500 bid. Got to be 9,500. Last live auction item of the night here. Time to open your heart. Vanessa's in for 9,000. You need to be $9,500. We've got 9,000 going once. I need a $9,500 bid. We've got 9,000 going twice, going to Belize, up to 8 people, private Caribbean villa, 4 bedrooms, 9,000. Going once, going twice, last chance, last call. I need a $9,500 bid to keep it alive here. Sold it, sold it, sold it. We are now closed. Vanessa, congratulations. And hold on here. Hold on. My producer is telling me, you know what? Sean, you are my second place bidder. You were right behind Vanessa. I'm going to give you an opportunity right now. If you would also like to go to Belize, we're going to put the button up one more time at that $9,000 price. And Sean, if you want it, you can click on it and you can take that package home for $9,000 as well. We will sell it twice. We'll raise $18,000 for the American Heart Association. And Sean, you'll have an amazing vacation too. What do you think? If you want to do it, Sean, all you have to do is click on that button. I'm going to give you a second here. Give you a second here, Sean. You get first crack. All right. All right. Anybody who wants that trip, the second one at $9,000, all you have to do is click on that button right now. We'll send you down to Belize. The same thing. 4-bedroom private Caribbean villa for up to 8 people, the private chef, the concierge, the reservation service, all the good stuff. Again, Jack Links, thank you so much. All right. Wow. What an amazing auction. If you want that second trip, click on that button right now. Right now, how about a big congratulations to all of our live auction winners? Wow, you guys, give them a virtual round of applause. That was an amazing, amazing live auction. Thank you, of course, to our auction donors who gave so generously and all of our bidders who also gave so generously to the American Heart Association. Now, keep in mind, if you were not one of our live auction winners, don't worry. There's still time to make a difference tonight. We absolutely will help you do that. We promised you a touching survivor story, and we've got one that is pretty amazing. Let's send it back right now to Dan and Chelsea to talk about Open Your Heart.
Sounds like Vanessa's going to Belize.
Yeah.
And such a great donation to the American Heart Association. And thank you to everyone who participated in that live auction, because all of that money is sticking around here.
A lot of money raised for the American Heart Association. That's awesome.
That's right.
So, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, my friend.
I was just going to say that we are back in Bentonville, Arkansas at Haxton Studios, and big thank you to everybody that's joining us online and making the Heart of Northwest Arkansas such a big success.
Yeah, we're so lucky to be here in Bentonville, and we're happy to have you joining us, and a big congratulations again to all of you winners out there.
Absolutely. Now, if you attended the Heart Ball last year, you may remember our survivor, Camden, an incredible story. Now, Camden's story really does hit close to home with me. About the same age as my daughter. My daughter had complications at birth, so as a parent, I know that feeling, just nervousness, wondering if your child is going to make it, and it's just an incredible story, and it really puts things into perspective, how people are affected by heart disease, either directly or indirectly. So Camden is here with us again tonight to give us an update on what's changed over the last year. So this is Camden's story.
We had an off weekend with ball games, and so we decided to go to fish on the White River in Salesville, Arkansas. We thought, oh, it's way out off the beaten path. We can still socially distance and have a good time. And literally, it was within like 10, 15 minutes, we were on the river laughing and dancing around to, we don't even know if she's gonna make it. Make eye contact, she was just staring at the wall. There was just kind of this glazed look, and we were trying to talk to her. She was still breathing on her own at that point. She quit breathing, she was seizing, she was turning gray, and we got her onto the ground and we started performing CPR at that point.
I'm just reliving that moment that, you know, we went from a party and having a great time to trying to keep this kid alive.
The drive to Little Rock, for us sitting in the truck, was the longest thing, because I was just praying, Lord, please let her make it there alive. please let me be able to see her future. And then when I got there and they were telling us that there was significant amount of brain injury that she had and the heart injury because she had received CPR for so long. And when I walked in the room in Little Rock, they had, I mean, she was hooked up to tons of machines, the electrodes on her head. And then I'm thinking, was my prayer not specific enough that, yes, she made it, but I also don't want her to not be able to lead the life she wants to live, because we didn't know the outcome with all the swelling in the brain and the damage to the heart. And then of course when, you know, she started, you know, fighting through that coma and everything, they were like, Mom, I think she, you know, she's gonna be okay. She's fighting through a coma. I was in the hospital, I can remember texting Donald, and I was like, honey, she's sitting in the bed and she's just staring. It was her first day she was awake, and she's just looking at walls, she's not talking, she's not making eye contact, and I was like, oh, you know, like, you know, is our brain gonna be okay? Is she gonna recognize, because she'd kind of smile at me, but she wouldn't say anything, and I'd say, you know, hey baby, it's Mom, and she'd kind of nod her head.
Every single day, you know, stepping forward, you know, accomplishing something positive. And from day one, it has always been small victories. I mean, she's here and she's full of life and energy, but the fact of the matter is, we didn't know that, you know, 7 months ago, what version of Camden we were gonna get back. You know, she was, you know, I remember, you know, well, she's alive. That's a small victory, we'll take it. And then she was in a coma for 6 days, but she was fighting. You know, she would kind of fight out of her coma, trying to wake up and get out of bed, and that's a small victory. We'll take that too. And so every single step, we found ourselves looking at small victories. You know, she's breathing on her own. That's another small victory, we'll take it. Don't take for granted any second with your kids. It's easy. You know, I harp on the kids capturing the moment. I call it smelling the roses. You know, you go by life so fast, and you have to stop and smell the roses and appreciate it. And even though I say it all the time, you know, we were just stuck with life. You know, we're just kind of hitting the high spots and full throttle and living life. And until September the 19th, I didn't appreciate every single moment that I had. And it makes me appreciate every single moment that I get.
Give me a smile. I love you.
What I needed from Camden was to see her drive, because even when she was 5 years old and had open heart surgery, you know, she was in a hospital bed, and the doctor made the mistake of saying, all you have to do is walk around the the floor twice and you can go home. She was up walking around the deal. So instead of 2 or 3 weeks in the hospital, we were there for 4 days. And so that's how she's always been. And so for her to not be like that was crushing. But then as soon as she came out of her coma, you know, it started, you know, she kind of looked around for a couple days, and then she started talking, you know, and like, I'll never forget the day I walked in when I got to actually see her. And she looked at me and she goes, "Who are you?" And I'm like, my heart sank. I was like, oh my gosh. And then she smiled, she goes, "Hi Dad, I love you." I was like, okay, now I'm okay, because you know, her wit's there and she's sarcastic and she's harassing me. That's Camden in a nutshell. And so, you know, those are the things that, you know, I kind of hang on to and say, all right, great, another victory for us. Let's go.
Getting a little teary-eyed watching that, for sure. I thank you, Camden, for that story. Thank you to her mom and dad. Just wow.
I mean, listening to them talk about their daughter and having to see what she went through all those months, and you know, the first few days quickly after it happened. My goodness.
Yeah, we're getting close to an hour within our program, and just a little under that is, think about this, how long Camden's parents were performing CPR.
Yeah, 45 minutes they performed it on her.
That was an incredible time, but happy ending. You saw the smile in the end. A little bit of a cruel joke there that Camden played, but that's just great to see them laugh and smile, and we really wish them the best.
And you know what? We're so lucky that she is here today to be able to make jokes and maybe give her dad a little bit of grief, because it sounds like that's exactly what she wants to continue doing.
Yeah,
so
what a miracle.
We're
Love
so
that.
lucky to have you here, Camden, with us tonight. And now we hope all of you will be just as moved as we have been by survivors like Camden. And you might remember Micah's story from earlier in the program. So with that being said, we're going to send it back to Jeff so that you guys can spend a little more money for the American Heart Association.
You guys keep making me cry. That's not fair. Camden, that is an amazing story. Never take anything for granted. Take all of the small victories in life. And when someone gives you a challenge to walk around that room twice to get to your goal, take the challenge. Well, you know what? We've got a challenge for all of you watching here tonight. We've been talking about it all night. It's finally here. It's time for you to open your hearts. That's the challenge. Open your heart and invest in the mission of the American Heart Association. What you're doing when you do that is helping to ensure that more survivors like Camden and Micah and all heart and stroke patients live long and healthy lives. That is the goal of the American Heart Association. You can help us reach that goal. Again, we're going to ask you to pick up your smartphone and make a donation. Normally, if we were all together in the ballroom, I'd ask you to get out your bid cards and start raising those. I'd start with a big number, work my way down. This time, all you have to do is tap that button to donate. And remember, you can donate any amount at any time. But I'm going to start with a big number because, ladies and gentlemen, more adults are now living with congenital heart defects because of the life-saving research funded by organizations like the American Heart Association. So you know that your gifts are making a difference. The first number we're going to ask you to open your heart with is $2,500. It's a big number, but think about the difference. Think about the impact that you are going to have here. And let me say right out of the gate, a big thank you to Lactalis for their amazingly generous gift of $2,500. If you have it in your heart to open your heart at the $2,500 level, now is the time to do it. Tap that button to donate. Be a part of the heart of Northwest Arkansas tonight. Open your heart and tap on that button to donate. Find the number that works for you and your family. I'm going to keep going here. Hold on. Corey Bender just jumped in with a $2,500 gift. Corey, thank you so much for opening your heart. You can donate any amount at any time, and Corey jumped in at $2,500 along with Lactalis. That's two at $2,500. That is amazing. Let's keep going. Find the number that works for you. We've got a little bit of a challenge in our next level. How about this? We've got a $10,000 challenge from Hanes Celestial. That means our next level, the $1,000 level. Your $1,000 donations are going to be doubled until we get to that $10,000. So let's see if we can't find 10 $1,000 donors to open their hearts here tonight. There's Vanessa at $1,000. That's one. There's David at $1,000. That's two. If we could get 8 more, that would be amazing. But Hanes Celestial has that $10,000 challenge. There's Katie at $1,000. There's Sarah at $1,000. That's 4. If we can get 6 more, there's Diana at $1,000. We're halfway there. We're halfway there just at the $1,000 level. People opening their hearts. This is amazing. I've got 5 at $1,000. Thank you so much for opening your heart. There's Patricia. That's number 6 at $1,000. There's Melody at $1,000. That's 7. Can we get 3 more and wrap this up? There's Ed at $1,000. Can we get 2 more? There's Trin at $1,000. Can we get 1 more? At least 1 more? Because we're not going to say no. We've got 9 families that have opened their heart at that $1,000 level to meet that $10,000 challenge. If we can get 1 more at the $1,000 level, we don't have to worry about it anymore. There's Christine at $1,000. Congratulations. And if you want to give $1,000, keep it coming. Every dollar is going to make a difference here. John is in at $1,000. Keep those gifts coming. Open your heart. Remember, you can donate any amount at any time. If you want to do $2,500, if you want to do $1,000, or maybe our next level works for you. Remember that for every minute that passes that a cardiac arrest victim does not receive CPR, their chance of survival drops. Well, a gift of $500 could provide a school with a CPR in Schools training kit. And that kit could train hundreds of students on how to perform the life-saving skill of CPR. Maybe you remember Micah's story. His kids helped with the CPR. It truly is life-saving. The $500 level, if you can open your heart at $500, now is the time to do it. There's Tricia and Jacob each at $500. You can, again, continue to donate at any amount that works for you and your family. There's Dave at $500, whether it's $2,500, whether it's $1,000, whether it's $500. There's Jody at $500. Thank you for opening your heart. Keep those donations coming. The heart of Northwest Arkansas is truly open tonight. Hey, let's keep it rolling here. Keep those $500 donations coming. Keep those $1,000 donations coming. Keep those $2,500 donations coming. As we move to our next level, you probably know, or maybe you don't, in Arkansas, there are many residents that live in a neighborhood without the ability to buy healthy food. Well, your gift of $250 could expand the use of food benefits at the annual farmers markets that the AHA hosts each and every summer. Because of your gift, people who once had little or no access to healthy fruits and vegetables can now have healthier food options. Can you open your heart at the $250 level? Amy just did, Megan did, Jamie did, Sarah did, Taylor did, Dawn did. Keep those donations coming. If you can open your heart at that $250 level, like Stephanie and Josh just did, tap that button to donate. You are making a difference tonight. You heard the stories. You heard the stories. And that's not isolated. We all know someone in our life who has been impacted by heart disease. Keep those donations coming. You really are making a difference. Thank you, Lisa, for $250. All right, keep those donations coming at any amount. Again, whether it's $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250. Carly just did $250. Thank you, Carly. You can also donate a custom amount. We're going to put a button up that you could make any amount that you like. If you wanted to donate $100,000, you can do that. Or if you wanted to donate $458.32, if that works for you and your family, hit that button that says enter amount, and you can make a custom donation right there. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Terry, each for $250 donations. Thank you, Carly, as well. Keep those donations coming. Again, any amount, whether it's one of the buttons we put up or a custom amount that you like, because I've got one more surprise here for you. We've got one last fun opportunity for all of you to give a gift of $100. And to make it a little bit more fun, the last person who gives a $100 donation tonight is going to be crowned our last Heart Hero standing and will be the winner of a special prize. Here's what we put together for you. If you're the last Heart Hero standing tonight, we've got 2 club seat tickets and a parking pass. We're going to send you to Cowboy Stadium on Sunday, October 3rd to watch the Dallas Cowboys take on the Carolina Panthers. Plus, as if those club seats are not enough, a Cowboys helmet signed by Dak Prescott. Yeah, it's worth probably at least $1,200, that prize package. Now, remember, we're going to put up that $100 button. Every time you push the button, it's another $100 donation to the American Heart Association. So to be the last hero, you're definitely going to have to make more than one donation. Oh, here's the other thing. I'm also going to put a timer up over here. I'm not going to tell you how long the timer is set for. I'm not going to tell you when I start it, but when it hits 0, that's how we're going to close it out and determine who is that last Heart Hero standing. Let's see who it's going to be. Keep those donations coming. There's Dan. There's Nancy. There's Bill. We have an anonymous donation. You can do that. There's Amy at 100. Tap that button. Open your heart and tap that button. Let's see who's going to be our last Heart Hero standing and take home that Dallas Cowboys package. There's Mary. There's Brad tapping that $100 button. Is the clock counting down? It might be, it might not be. There's Amy. We have an anonymous 100, another anonymous. There's Melissa. There's Robert. But, I will tell you, the clock is ticking. Open your heart. Tap that button. We've got that amazing Dallas Cowboys package. Plus, the most important part is you're opening your heart and you're supporting the American Heart Association. I've got David. I've got Christy in $100. There's Nancy at $100. Keep tapping that button. That clock could run out at any second now. Who's going to be the last Heart Hero standing? 2 club seat tickets, and a parking pass. Dallas Cowboys, Carolina Panthers, and that signed helmet signed by quarterback Dak Prescott. I've got Deb. I've got Trisha. I've got an anonymous donation. I've got David. The clock is ticking. We're almost done. We're almost over. Do you want to be the last heart hero standing? Do you want to make a difference? That's the important question here. Open your heart. There's Nancy. We're almost done. We're almost over. We've got that amazing Dallas Cowboys package, and we are making a difference. We are opening our heart. We are supporting the heart of Northwest Arkansas, and we are almost done. We're almost over. There's Dan. There's Amy, and we are done, done, done. The clock has hit 0. Let's see who our last heart hero standing is. It looks like it's gonna be Lori. Lori Kumar, congratulations. Our last heart hero standing. Oh man, oh man. Wow, that was a lot of fun. You people have been amazingly generous tonight. Incredible. Congratulations again to our last heart hero standing. Congratulations to all of our live auction winners. Thank you to everyone for your outstanding generosity, your incredible support, your love of the American Heart Association tonight. And remember, if you have not yet made a donation, don't worry. We're going to keep this site open until 9 o'clock tonight. You can make a donation, you can open your heart, or you can bid on one of our amazing silent auction packages until 9 o'clock tonight. It has been my honor to be your auctioneer. Thanks for inviting me to be a part of the heart of Northwest Arkansas. My name is Jeff Randall. Let's send it back to the studio to Dan and Chelsea.
Thank you so much, Jeff. It's got to be a little bit difficult to do a live auction,
and be the only person in the room.
With no live audience, but Jeff did an incredible job, and we thank him so much for that. Now, earlier we had a live auction. You might have heard about that private villa in Belize.
Come on, you got to take Dan and I with you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Donated by Jack Links. Now, here's the good news. There was that private villa in Belize.
Yeah, they didn't bid on it, right?
Well, it's been added to the silent auction.
What?
Yep.
So someone else can buy it?
Yes, that's right.
We might be able to go after all.
9 o'clock. Let's see. We're getting close. But yeah, you can bid till 9 o'clock. That's when that silent auction closes. And how about that? A private villa in Belize.
It would be an amazing time. So just go to the silent auction page and you can go ahead and put your bid on that. Now it's a set price, so it's not technically a bid. But go ahead and make a purchase. You, your friends, family, go have a great trip while also supporting the American Heart Association.
Absolutely.
And what time again do they have until?
9 o'clock.
All right.
9 o'clock it closes. All right, it's time to move on to our 2021 Sweethearts and introduce them to you. So the Sweetheart program is designed for strong young leaders who are community-minded and have a desire to be advocates for heart health.
This program educates and empowers these young women while engaging them in the American Heart Association's mission. This year's class of Sweethearts quickly adapted and found creative ways to participate in educational opportunities virtually. They acted as social media ambassadors to drive awareness and served as role models for their community and peers. Something to think about is they raised so much money for the Heart Association, doing it in their own unique ways.
They had to.
They had to. Look, we're in a pandemic, and I don't have to remind anyone about that, but they just couldn't do the traditional avenues that they typically go through to raise the money.
But they raised a ton of money. I saw these numbers and I was a little shocked, and I think you will be too.
Yeah, listen to this. They've raised more than $44,000. Let that sink in.
Awesome.
$44,000 for the American Heart Association. So what do you say? How about we meet our Sweetheart class of 2021? All right, first we have Olivia Whitney, escorted by her father, Eric Whitney. Carly Elliman, escorted by her father, Aaron Elliman. Kenley Morris, escorted by her father, Sean Morris. Emma Curtis, escorted by her father, Jason Curtis. Madison Archer, escorted by her father, Mike Archer.
Next, we have Allison Frederick, escorted by her father, Jake Frederick. Taylon Ray, escorted by her father, Kaiden Ray. Riley Callison, escorted by her father, Dan Callison. Phoebe Harris, escorted by her father, Russ Harris. And our next sweetheart, Sophia Shepard, escorted by her father, Scott Shepard.
Bryn Pitts, escorted by her father, Darren Pitts. Wesley Jackson, escorted by her father, Greg Jackson. Kate Duddleston, escorted by her father, Jim Duddleston. Callie Williams, escorted by her father, Chris Williams. Amanda Burnell, escorted by her father, John Burnell.
Sarah Catherine Delacroce, escorted by her father, Dr. John Delacroce. Maggie Enlow, escorted by her father, David Enlow. Next we have Ann Elise Schuchart, escorted by her father, Chip Schuchart. Our next sweetheart, Caitlin Shaw, escorted by her father, Brian Shaw. Ella Grace Cotton, escorted by her father, Tim Cotton.
Lola Kate Bradley, escorted by her father, Chris Bradley. Cadence Moore, escorted by her mother, Melanie Moore. Cambry Neff, escorted by her father, Dr. Alvin Neff. Ellie Gilbert, escorted by her father, Mark Gilbert. Emily Thomas, escorted by her father, Philip Thomas.
Caroline Rudisil, escorted by her father, Brian Rudisil. Up next, we have Meg Nolan, escorted by her father, Dr. John Nolan. Ashley Carr, escorted by her father, Larry Carr. Emily Knotts, escorted by her father, Ray Knotts. Alyssa Chambers Salter, escorted by her father, Justin Salter.
Mary Helen Banks, escorted by her father, Michael Banks. Elise Ramsey, escorted by her father, Jonathan Ramsey. Ramsey Riggins, escorted by her father, Darren Riggins. Mackenzie Lee, escorted by her father, Travis Lee. Callie Rowland, escorted by her father, John Rowland.
Caroline Ramsey, escorted by her father, Douglas Ramsey. Gracie Johnson, escorted by her stepfather, Dr. Derek Pierce. Addison Peoples, escorted by her father, Brian Peoples. Haley Rager, escorted by her father, Murray Rager. Ashlyn Watson, escorted by her father, Marshall Watson.
Georgiana DeGario, escorted by her father, Case DeGario. Ella Grace Fisher, escorted by her father, David Fisher. Emmeline Burrow, escorted by her father, Lane Burrow. Jada Davis, escorted by her uncle, Ethan Langston. And last but not least, Grace Wesley, escorted by her father, Charles Wesley. Just an incredible group of women. And
Yes.
before we talk about how much money they have raised, we do have to shout out Jack Links. We've just learned Jack Links has added an additional $1,000 to that Belize trip.
What? Okay,
$1,000
that's
in,
it. I'm in.
in jerky.
I've heard in product.
Yeah.
That's you know how much I love beef
I know.
jerky.
This man's desk is full of it. So.
Trust me.
And
Not anymore. I ate it all.
You ate it all. We also do want to give a big shout out to Extra Gum for donating the Last Hero Standing prize. That was those tickets to the Dallas Cowboys game. So
Yeah.
we're so lucky to have so
So
many
cool.
incredible sponsors here.
And how about those sweethearts,
They
huh?
look beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, escorted by their dads, uncle, stepdad, one even a mother, just all beautiful.
awesome.
The dad's looking handsome, escorting their beautiful little girls. So,
But not just a pretty face. They also raised a lot of money,
yeah.
Chelsea.
Well, there's a lot more than just a pretty face in this world, and those
Absolutely.
girls really put their skills to work.
You got it. And we have 6 sweethearts we would like to recognize for their outstanding fundraising achievement. First, we're going to start off with raising $1,700. Ramsey Riggins.
Wow, that's just
That is
incredible.
awesome. Raising $2,000. We have Mary Helen Banks. And raising $2,100, Alyssa Chambers Salter. That's awesome.
Such an incredible job to those young women. And we have even more totals that are going up right here. Listen to this, raising $2,225. Addison Peoples, congratulations, Addison Peoples, for raising more than $2,000 there. And then the most was raised by this young woman, raising $2,625, Lola Kate Bradley. Oh, and then
We
our
had one
top
more.
fundraiser, oh my goodness, I jumped, look at that. We have someone who raised even more than that, $2,600, $2,800.
Nearly $3,000.
Nearly
Wow.
$3,000, $2,845. Ashley Carr, she is our top fundraising sweetheart this year. We are so fortunate to have this amazing group of ladies raising money for the American Heart Association.
What an incredible night. We were hearing survivor stories. We're seeing money raised. We've seen lots of money raised for the live auction. Silent auction still going to 9 o'clock. So what an amazing group of young ladies, and congratulations on such an amazing year. Now, Chelsea, you know, there's a lot of amazing things happening in our community, and we can see that right here to celebrate.
We are so lucky to live here in Northwest Arkansas. So many generous people who are watching along with us right now. So I certainly agree with you that we are lucky to be here tonight. It has really been such a great night, but before we do turn it over to our special entertainment, we do need to extend our gratitude to everyone who made tonight possible, and that, my friend, is a lot of people. On behalf of Ed Morgan, president of the Emerson Group, we would like to say a huge thank you to all of our event chairs, Lisa and the board of directors, our sponsors, Jeff, our auctioneer, our auction winners, and everyone who joined us here tonight. So that means if you're watching, we have a big thank you for you. This commitment to the community, to the heart of Northwest Arkansas, really is just so inspiring.
Yeah, it really is, absolutely. So, cheers to you and the health of our entire community, and to the continued health of all of our survivors. Micah and Camden, we're so thankful to hear your stories, and so thankful that they have a happy ending. We wish you many long years of life, and to many hearts and lives that will be impacted by your commitment to the American Heart Association. Cheers.
Cheers to you. All right, now the moment I think everyone's been waiting for. We've heard some amazing stories. We've had a lot of fun tonight. But here to close us out is multi-platinum, Grammy award-winning Southern rock group Zac Brown Band.
Hi, everyone. I can smell the sun, warm of the Georgia pine. It feels so good to be taking it easy. Why would I ever leave? 'Cause I know I got some good friends that live down the street. Got a good-looking woman with her arms around me. Here in a small town where it feels like home. I got everything I need. Nothing that I don't. Homegrown, homegrown. We got a fire going down by the riverside. Sip whiskey out the bottle, living like we never die. Come on and stay a while if you don't believe me. Why would I ever leave? 'Cause I know I got some good friends that live down the street. Got a good-looking woman with her arms around me. Here in a small town where it feels like home. I got everything I need and nothing that I don't. Homegrown, 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 homegrown. I got some good friends that live down the street. Got a good-looking woman with her arms around me. Here in a small town where it feels like home. I got everything I need. Homegrown and nothing that I don't. Homegrown, I got everything I need. Homegrown and nothing that I don't. Homegrown, and it's the weight that you carry from the things you think you want. It's the weight that you carry from the things you think. Weight you carry. It's the weight that you carry from the things you think you want. I got everything I need, nothing that I don't. Oh, everything I need, nothing that I don't. I got everything I need, nothing that I don't. I got everything I need and nothing that I don't. Grow. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, You know I like my chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know. Sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine, where the peaches grow. My house, it's not much to talk about, but it's filled with love, it's grown in southern ground, and a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. I'd like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, oh, a mother's love. Ain't it funny how it's the little things in life that mean the most, not where you live, what you drive, or the price tag on your clothes. There's no dollar sign on a peace of mind, this I've come to know. So if you agree, have a drink with me, raise your glasses for a toast to a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. I see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, oh, a mother's love. Thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes, may freedom forever fly. Let it ring, salute the ones who died, the ones that give their lives so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love, like our chicken. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. I'd like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, oh, a mother's love. Get your little chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and legs straight up. I'd like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, oh, a mother.